help us celebrate the beauty of the season with the DIY winter scene is Paige.
Yes, let's talk about the beauty of the season.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, Christmas is over. Winter's here to stay,
man,
at least for the next couple of months.
Makes me happy.
It makes me happy too. Although here in California we have to paint snow. A lot of the country already has it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But this is a great way to kind of bring the outdoors in and make it look wintry inside.
Whether you're in California or not.
Or not.
Oh, that's
yes.
right. Okay, so how do we begin with this beauty?
So the first thing that I did, I went online and got these branches. So these are birch branches that you can buy online. I'm guessing though, if you've got a woodsy area, you can go pick them off your tree. The only thing you can't do, these are actually faux birch branches. And what's really fun about them is you can cut them. They're actually made of foam inside. So the first thing you want to do is kind of line it up to where you think, oh, you need a shadow box. Right?
Yes, we got our shadow box. Right.
I took the glass out. If you want to keep the glass in, that's totally fine, up to you. But I took it out. So the first thing we're going to do is measure, and this is how I measured. I literally just gave it an eyeball.
It's that easy.
Looked right about there. Okay.
I'll hold that.
I'm just going to do this. What I found out is that they are paper and styrofoam.
Okay.
And they have a little piece of wire in there. So you can use wire cutters if your scissors aren't strong enough. But if they are, just use scissors. And then we kind of line it up and
use their hot glue there.
Actually, you hold that.
I will. Do you need to use the hot glue, or can you use another type of glue in order to do this?
I would say if you're doing this, use the hot glue because it sets up instantly. If you're having kids help you with it, I would say use wood glue.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Because you have to have patience, which I think you have to have if you have kids anyway.
Well, you have to try to.
Yeah, and you need to let it up. If you use wood glue, about 24 hours.
Okay.
To let it set up.
I do love the natural finish. I love how rustic and outdoorsy you got your shadow box.
Be careful of that because I got splinters from that.
As I rub it?
Yep.
You're warning me.
I'm warning you.
Oh, so far, so good. Okay, so great.
So I'm adding a couple of those here. Oops, that one stuck together. Let me show you too. They also, because they kind of bend a little, you can, if you want it to have like a little lean that you can add some branches to. Just make sure you kind of cover this when you do it. So we're going to add some of those. We're also going to add some of these little bare branches.
Same technique?
Same technique, but I love to find the ones that already have kind of like a little V in that. Can you see that right there?
Yeah.
Just because that's going to give it more character. So I'm going to cut that down. So if we're going to put it in there, I'm going to cut the bottom off.
Okay.
Add a little bit of glue down below. Stick that in there.
And you really just make this into the winter scene, into the forest of your dream. I mean, you can kind of go with it with whatever type of branches and wood that you want.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. I'm just going to trim these top ones.
Okay.
And then you can glue the top. If they're bendy enough, they can kind of stick there themselves. But I would say add just a smidge of glue to make sure that it stays. So I'm going to glue the top.
I like how you've done it in a way that they stay separated like that. Like it's kind of, I don't know.
Because we're going to have little woodland creatures in this area, and they're going to need a place to hang out.
They're going to need a place.
Yes.
Let's talk about those woodland creatures, shall we?
Okay, so I am going to switch this out with one I've prepared earlier.
All right.
Yes, so you keep doing that. Honestly, it's step and repeat. You just keep putting these branches in. Let's move these.
Look, you spent some time on this one right here.
Yes, so, but you can see those bigger branches, I only used 5, and then I also used 5 of the littler sprigs, but those going around will kind of give it that winter scene, because we know we walk outside, some trees are still big, some are little, the sad little ones that have lost all their leaves.
Lost all their leaves, absolutely.
But it's not sad when we're making it into decor.
That's
it makes me very happy.
Especially not when there's happy animals roaming around.
Happy animals.
So how did we get this? This is a little template.
So I went online and I searched for like moose, deer, rabbit, bird, cat, silhouette. So that's what you need to type in. Silhouette.
I just want to point out the fact that Paige is trying to get a cat in our outdoor, with the deer and the moose.
I think cats are outside too sometimes.
I think that's, it's possible that they could all be hanging out together.
If they could, yes. In our little woodland scene, they all like each other, and the bunny.
All right, I'm going with it.
There's a little bunny too.
I'm going with it.
So
okay,
I printed this on cardstock, and then I just cut it out, and it doesn't matter that the back of these are black, so you can see we're going to use the white side.
Yes,
so that's just going to help. So I would like you, if you could, you can kind of see this. What do you think? What should we add? We don't need to add all of them.
Let's see what we have. We have a moose, we have a wolf, we have a... Well, you know what? I got to Come on.
You're gonna do the cat?
I've got to do the cat.
Okay, so the cat
should be on the branch.
should be up on the tree. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So where are you thinking? Right there?
Yeah, they're right in there
Okay.
somewhere.
Let me just put a little, because it's cardstock. It's
I
gonna be
feel
no
like that was a bit of a test. Like Paige was like letting me choose an animal, and if I didn't choose the cat, I failed.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
I actually was not going to put the cat in here, but you did, so that's great.
All right, well, there you
okay,
go.
and then yeah, we need a couple more down
How
here.
about like a nice deer?
Oh, cute.
Right, like a little.
Here, let me glue from the back.
Okay. Is that a good balanced position? I want to make sure.
Yeah,
that
against that tree, I think it's good.
Yeah, how's that
I'm just
look?
going to add a little to the back of him.
Now, is there a little technique? I've been sort of, you're just putting it, gluing the animals to whatever branch, whatever.
Exactly. So you can glue it to any branch, and
I
you can
see.
see like the moose, I actually put him in the groove where the glass was,
Oh,
and then I
nice.
glued his head to the branch.
Because of the different dimensions.
Yes, I think
All right.
we could get maybe one more here.
Should we do that?
Sure.
How about this beauty right here?
And turn him around so he's not.
What I meant to do was this beauty right here.
Or we could make him like the dark sheep. He'd be the dark deer in the
Yes.
family. Okay.
And as you do that, I want to ask you about how we can make this even more wintry.
Oh, we can make it a winter wonderland
Yes, how
by
do we
adding
step it up?
glitter or snow. So you got the Mod Podge right there in front of
Yes,
you. I would
yes,
say
I do.
take that little sponge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put this down.
Okay.
And ask you.
You're gonna ask me?
You do it.
That's
Just
a
do
lot.
like a very thin line on any of the branches. Maybe keep it off the animals, but on any of the branches.
That kind of thing?
Yeah, and just kind of like, you want to go just a little, and maybe
see,
some
I see,
there.
I see.
Maybe some like on the bottom there.
Basically saying I'm being too delicate.
No, I enjoy that you're being delicate, but I'm just going to help spread
And I
it
want
around.
some. I want some on the on these because it's so beautiful when the trees that don't have any branches, excuse me, any
Oh, that's
leaves,
right. They
get a little snow.
bit of
Okay, so you
snow.
just spread the Mod Podge around a
Yep.
little bit like this.
And then,
oh man, I'm gonna let you do this part. I don't want
okay.
to mess this part up.
you got to do it with the dry hand. I'm going to go left hand then. And then just put it there.
And you get the snow in
And
there,
you get the
everybody.
snow. You can also use glitter. I'm actually using the fake snow that was left over from Christmas.
Okay.
Which I think it's great if you do have little leftovers.
What
that
a
we
great
can,
idea.
We can still use those. And you can keep doing this. I mean, we can add layer after layer to this. And then once it's up, I would say go ahead and put a little in front. Oh, I also added some of these stars. So you can see I have a punch over there on the table. I just punched out these stars instead of
Yeah.
cutting them out individually. And then I added them around, and I added most of them to the back, but I added one up front here. I'm gonna add one there.
This is like Paige and Cam's playtime.
It is.
A little
it's
bit.
so much fun,
I
isn't
appreciate
it?
you inviting me.
Oh,
Look how good that looks. It makes me want to go out and enjoy the snow outside in the mountains in California.
yes.
Thank you, Paige.
Now we have it inside.
Very, very sweet. You can hang this on the obviously on the wall. You can also keep it as a standalone.
Yes, I love it as a standalone, but yes, keep the back. And if you do want to hang it on the wall, just put the backing back on it, and there you go.
And as always, for full instructions, visit hallmarkchannel.com. They'll all be there.